Well, here we have another expert, Jūratė Baltrušaitytė, Chief Operation Officer, will tell us a little bit more about her experience in airport. Actually, the topic sounds airport experience without a ticket. So maybe she will get additional information about even how to board a plane without a ticket. So let me invite Jūratė Baltrušaitytė to the stage.
Thank you. Well, the audience got thicker. Anyways, hello for the ones who stayed here. Thank you for joining this audience. If we do have Lithuanian audience prevailing here, should I switch to Lithuanian then? Or English would be preferred? English. Okay, let's go. First of all, I would like to start my presentation with compliments to the team of CONVENE, and I'll tell you why. I've been to many international local events, but I've never been surprised that nicely. I'd like to make a suggestion and to promote, oh goodness, to have a raise for the person who was responsible for the tags in here. I'll tell you why. Being a small person, I usually have the experience of the tag hanging quite low, and everyone, if they want to know where I'm from or who am I, have to bend down even. Now we have the special ring on the tag, which truly makes it feel really, really nice to the small people like I am. So my best compliments. That's how you show how to do events. So applause. So if the person who was not responsible for that, is not here, please pass my best regards. To go on, I'm the Chief Commercial Officer of the Lithuanian airports. We do have 3 of those in Lithuania, Vilnius, Kaunas, and Palanga. I believe those who are not Lithuanians and not local here have visited at least one of the Lithuanian airports to come here. Thank you for that. Thank you for being our guest and visiting Lithuanian airports. I'll tell you a few facts about those. Lithuanian airports is a network. We manage 3 of those being in a network since mid last year. Last year we had the record-breaking 3.7 million passengers traveling through Lithuanian airports, and we do believe that's a record, but still the one to beat this year. A few facts about Lithuania and economy. Lithuania's air traffic is doing great on the world scale. Why? The big dot in on the lower chart is Lithuania. Euro area is the one on the left-hand side. On the horizontal scale, we have GDP growth. On the vertical scale, we have passenger traffic growth. Lithuania is performing tremendously on the very same scale as countries like Turkey, United Arab Emirates, and similar countries where aviation is a priority. And all I can tell you, thank you for the organizers of the events in Lithuania, because you add to that traffic. The carriers currently operating to Lithuania, we do have all the 3 major alliance members operating here, and all of you who came here by air use at least one of these companies. And why am I telling you all these things? Probably many of you wonder, why is she telling that and when will she stop? because those are the cliche things about airports, the things that are told at any and every airport event. That's what airports compete and boast about. And that's also a part where you at as being a business traveler, as being a leisure traveler, as being a tourist. But that's one of the cliches that are spoken about airports. Usually what we have when we experience, when we have airport experience, besides the GDP, besides traffic growth, we all want to have the shortest queuing time possible. We do want to have the free Wi-Fi. We do want to have our access to the lounge, or we have to meet the safety and security requirements as soon as I can. But that's not necessarily all about what airport can give you, what can be in an airport. So further than the traditional sense of an airport, I'll try, if I may, to tempt you to have other reasons to be at an airport rather than having your plane ticket traveling somewhere. So what's happening with airports? From infrastructure providers, airports are turning into business companies. And like every business, they tend to care of their customers. That's quite a recent trend that the airport industry has experienced. Some 5 years ago, it was not that common to say that passengers are customers. Passenger was simply passengers, and there was a different connotation even in the word to that. Airports have changed. What's usually the airport, big open space, big, fancy, shiny brands, innovation and technology that drives people to go there. But airport can be fun. And again, you don't need a ticket every time to visit an airport. Well, sometimes it can be exciting, sometimes it can be fun, sometimes it can be surprising, but there are different ways how can you do that. So, let me introduce you a non-traditional space for your event, which is an airport. So not every journey begins at an airport. Airport can be the journey, can be your event location. Here you see a few sites that you usually see as passengers, but probably you don't even notice that because you're in a rush, because you care of your meeting you're going to, or you're too excited about the new destination that you're traveling to. And the beauty of the location, the sexiness of the location, as is often said, is not even seen or perceived. So how can we exploit that for any event? Corporate events, for example. Of course, you can go to an opera theater, you can go to drama theater, you can do a team building event, or you can go simply to have fancy dinner or go to a bar. But you can have your corporate event starting or ending or being at the airport. You will experience the very same joy and smiles, but you will add the element of unexpectedness to that, the element of unforeseen and of the surprising. Of course, it will all be led by the uncompromised safety and security, because those are the two measures that we take care of first, and it will be led by the smell of the jet fuel, which is the standard smell of the aviation industry. Next, art and social projects. Why not? Airport is an unconventional location for those as well. Here you will see the sites of a special exhibition, photo exhibition being opened at an airport. It was a nighttime event at 12 o'clock at night. Over 100 people gathered to see the photo exhibition, which was all about traveling, and could there be a better place for that? The art speaks for itself. I'm not an artist, so I would not to speak on top of that. But the joy and the beauty of the location and the thrill of passing through the security when you have to go to the event was really appreciated by the event members. Private events, we've had numerous and many, from birthday parties to engagement parties or fundraising benefits. All of them could take place at an airport meeting hall, at the VIP lounge, or on the stairway to the aircraft. Product presentations. I can guarantee you that the media will love it. The pictures will be something to remember, and media people will be easy to get there. Why? Because the location is exceptional, and be aware that the location does not go over your product that you're presenting in the headlines of the media. That's the best convincing argument that they love this unconventional locations. Of course, add some more romance to the top romance that you can get in life. Engagements, newlyweds escaping, anything else that you can think of, saying apologies or announcing of having a baby. We've all seen that happening in airports. People do love to have extra drama, and they do love to add romance to the romantic things. Gigs and fests. Quite often, industrial spaces are thought for that because of their acoustics and because of their unconventional and untraditional design. That's the airport fire station, where fire trucks are on hold and where they're on duty. It is a location loved by musicians because they see the ceiling as the one which is the easiest for them to have their shading on, and the size of the space gives them excellent acoustics. Exhibitions and fairs. It's difficult to find a bigger open space unless you go to a shopping mall, for example. Huge arenas, huge halls, huge walls that usually are boring, and if there's an only possibility to look at something interesting and decent, customers do love that because they have an hour or an hour and a half that they spend at the airport, and usually just browsing on the Wi-Fi connection that they can get at the airport. Photo shoots and shooting, that's probably the best representation of that I can think of. Thanks to the Helsinki airport for sharing this video with us. It was a big skateboard event. Arto Saari is the world-known Finnish skateboarder, and while looking at that, please appreciate the light and please appreciate the vicinity, that the background that they have seen here. Moreover, think of movies that you usually watch and think how many of them feature an airport scene. Things beginning or ending at an airport, the characters traveling somewhere. It's really often that we do have directors of movies or TV serials or sequels looking for some scenes to be shot at the airport. So where is Vilnius Airport? For the ones who have now already been there and seen the airport, is within very close vicinity to the central locations, central hotels in Vilnius. The access is more than easy. You can all see that. So looking at the airport location as the possibility of having your event, we can provide you full scale of services, starting with easy access, ending to world-class catering that we do have. So I'm not going to boast about these, but many of our events that have taken place there have enjoyed the element of surprise, the element of unconventionalness. So, would you like your event ticket to be the one like that? If you do, give us a shout. We can truly help you add excitedness and our surprising element to your event. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you. Are there any questions? Okay.
You say airports. How many airports you have in Lithuania?
3.
Where are
Vilnius,
they?
in Vilnius, in Kaunas, and Palanga.
Are there any questions? I'm going to use my privilege to hold a microphone in my hand, just to express my compliments for Vilnius airport. And beside all the complaints, what I heard from different persons, I just, if anybody experienced Heathrow Terminal 5 recently, no, I believe there could be somebody. It's a huge difference between big hubs, big airports like Heathrow or similar, and Vilnius airport, which is cozy. You shouldn't spend a lot of time to find an exit or to find an entrance. And on the other hand, it's very convenient because you can reach airport from the city center within 15 minutes. I believe all of you already experienced that.
One more question. Is there a cooperation between the Baltic cities, airports, I mean in Riga and Tallinn and that? Is there an association or a cooperation with your airport?
Presently, there is not a formal organization uniting the airports, but we do communicate closely. The interesting thing about the airport industry is that the competition is really, really thin, and we do communicate like brothers. We do share information, we do share the insights. So if airline competition is really fierce, airports are truly friends. That's the easier part of our life. And to correspond to your comments about Heathrow 5, yes, it is a huge thing, and it's always too difficult to manage huge airports as any infrastructure piece which is really large. Yes, Vilnius airport is quite convenient. It is tiny in comparison with the biggest hubs. I know that we still have some room for improvement, and we're trying to do, and your comments, whether those are positive and negative, your experiences are always most welcome. So if your guests shared those with you, please communicate those to me, so there's room to grow and there's room to learn for us as well.
Why you have only 2 bridges?
Sorry?
You have only 2 bridges. Why you have only 2 bridges?
We do have more, sir.
Tunnels.
I see that we should have a special excursion for someone in the airport, right?
Yes, we have a meeting after that meeting, so
Okay.
that's okay.
We do have 8 boarding bridges in Vilnius airport.
How many?
8.
8? Oh,
Yes.
Thank you, I'm sorry for... And just underlining what was said here, I'm not going to Heathrow, but let's take a smaller one, but much bigger than Vilnius airport is Vienna opened a new terminal, and that's terrible because you walk half an hour or more even to get from one place to another. So it is a pleasant situation to have a smaller airport where you can reach everything, in my opinion.
Any other questions, reflections? So then I would like to thank Jurate. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today education sessions. But we're looking forward to see you tomorrow. You can check all the schedule, all the topics on CONVENE website. And I'm sure, I promise you that tomorrow's topics will be the same interesting that they were today. Have a good day.